Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Mike, and thanks for jumping on here with me this morning. I guess Saturday marks the beginning of the second half of this year. Wow, that's really weird. The first half of the year's just gone by so fast, it seems like. Where are you at? Where you sit as of today? The first half of 23 is over. What's it look like to you? I want you to grab something to take some notes with as I'm speaking to you this morning, because I put together, I don't know, let's call them tips, a few suggestions, specifically 10 tips to kind of help you surge ahead in the second half of this year. Like if everything's going just the way you want it to, and you're right on target, both in your professional and your personal life, then you can sit back, kick your feet up, and sip your coffee, and you good. For the rest of us, here's 10 tips that I want to offer to you that I've found in my experience that'll help. If you don't have everything just where you want it yet, it's okay. We still have half the year to go, and you can make the second half of the year pretty awesome. But let's make no mistake, you're going to have to make it that way. It's not going to just happen, right? I think we all get that. So let me jump into my top 10. I hope you've got something around you to jot some notes down. Maybe you like all 10. Maybe you only like one or two. But if just one or two will help you get to where you want to be in the second half of the year, then this call is worth it. Number one, I really think it's why I put it number one. It's that important. Set defined and specific goals for the second half of this year. Forget the first half. It's over. It's done. Let it go and let's move on. In the second half of the year, what do you want to accomplish and why? And be very specific. Don't say general things like, well, I want to do more business. Nobody knows what more is. How much more business do you want to do? Where's it going to come from? Is it going to be on the listing or the buyer side? And where are those buyers and sellers going to come from? Be very specific as you can. And don't settle for easy answers with this. Don't let intellectual laziness creep into this exercise. Be defined, be very specific, how much and by when. Number two, yeah, I'm never going to shut up because it is that important, both in your business and your personal life. You need to create a written weekly schedule. Just resolve to do it for the second half of this year. Every week, you go into every Monday morning with a written schedule that accounts for all waking hours of every day. And you put your personal life into that schedule first. And then you put your business in around it. And then the third part of that is you struggle, and it'll be a struggle. It is for all of us. You struggle to honor that schedule every day as best you can. Number three, resolve right now for the second half of this year, resolve to run your business like a business. And you know what I'm talking about. If your favorite restaurant ran their restaurant like you run your real estate business, what would that look like? If your children's school ran the school like you run your real estate business, what would that look like? Run your business like your business. Resolve to do that. You are a professional. For the second half of this year, just be determined to act like a professional every day. Open your business at the same time every day. Close your business at the same time every day, and be on purpose with it every working day. Run your business like a business. Watch how things start to change. Number four, other than your sphere of influence, don't talk to me about your sphere of influence. We all have one, and if you haven't figured it out yet, there ain't that much business there. You just don't know that many people that are going to move this year. Other than your sphere of influence, create at least one very defined, very specific target audience. And then come talk to me and let's build your daily strategy to be the top of mind, credible agent with that target audience. I can help you with that. But first, you're going to have to decide who that's going to be. Because until you decide who it is you're trying to reach every day, who it is that is your customer, I don't know how in the world you know what you're supposed to do each day. Number 5 on my list. Find your motivational voice. And by that mean, you're going to have to find what it is that lights your fire. For some of you, it could be you like to read. For some of you, you like to listen to books. For some of you, you like to listen to podcasts or watch motivational videos. Or for some of you, it's music. For some of you, it's a little bit of everything. I know that's true for me. I love listening to books, and then I get tired of it. And I'll move to music, or I'll listen to a lot of podcasts. Motivation isn't internal, folks. And it's a mistake so many of us are making. We're relying entirely on ourselves. And we just aren't that good. At least I don't think I am. I need motivation to come externally. I need things to keep me motivated and inspired. I think it's different for all of us, but I do think you need to find yours. What lights your fire? What gets you going? What gets your heart pumping? What gets your focus back? Your level of determination. You know when you feel that way? What things help you feel that way? And then surround yourself with it every day for the second half of this year. Number 6 is a hard one. I know it's hard. I know what I'm asking. I know how hard it can be, and I don't care. Because I only care about helping you get from where you are to where you want to be. So I don't care how hard it is to do it. And it is this: commit to operating from our office every day. Yeah, I know. And here comes all the excuses, all the reasons why I can't. Well, I live too far. Traffic's too bad. I have kids at home. Hey, you know what? Working parents all over the world have the same issue, and they figure it out. Commit to operating from our office. You want to work from home and you think you're working, that's fine. All I want to do, and you can get me to shut up and I'll never bring it up again. You'll never have to hear me talk about this again. All you have to do is show me your results. And if you're working from home and you're getting all the results that you say you want, then I'll shut up. But so far I haven't had anybody be able to do that. You just want to do it. Well, how's that working for you? How's that working for you? Number 7, I want you to find an accountability partner. Now, let me tell you what I mean by accountability. I define accountability like this: observation without judgment. Look, whatever your goals are for this year, for the second half of this year, those are your goals. I'm not trying to tell you what they should be. I'm asking you to establish what you think is important. There's no judgment with that. If it's about how many homes you're going to sell, whether you want to sell 1 or you want to sell 100, I'm not disappointed or impressed with either one. They're your goals. It's your life. Accountability is observation without judgment. But having an accountability partner that helps me stay accountable for what I said was important. Not what they're telling me should be important. What did I say was important? And then am I honoring that every day? Now, I pay somebody $1,000 an hour to do that with me, because I need to find somebody that will stand up to me and argue with me and help me hold me accountable through my endless sea of bullshit. And sometimes my bullshit gets really good. Sometimes yours does too. A great accountability partner will put up with your bullshit. They won't. And this is going to be hard to find. Some of you are going to want to come to me and do it. Be careful. Every week on my coaching schedule, This was a classic week. I think I have 4 or 5 open appointments for this week. 4 or 5 open sessions this week. 200 plus agents with our company, and I've got 20 sessions available every week, and only 15 of them are full this week. Why do you think that is? Because you don't want to hear it. You know what I'm going to say, and you don't want to hear it. You don't want the accountability. You don't. That's why you don't want to come talk to me. You don't want to hear it. And if I could change just about anything, I would change that. I would want you to get where you want the accountability. That you would be willing to pay me. I wouldn't charge you for it, but you would do what I do. I'm willing to pay somebody $1,000 an hour to be an accountability partner with me. Why? I want it. I want it. Many of you, too many of you, are trying to stay away from it. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to deal with it. No, I'm not listening. Don't put a mirror up in front of me. I don't like what I see. And then when you make the mistake of doing it and I hold the mirror up to you, then you get mad at me. What do you get mad at me for? I'm not judging you. I'm just putting a mirror up in front of you and saying, are you honoring what you said was important? And you don't like that. I wish you would. I wish you would crave it and watch how things start to change. Number 8 on my list is to create an awesome follow-up program, one that you're proud of. Because you're going to meet, because you're going to do the activities and you're going to meet a lot of new people. But that's not going anywhere. Haven't you figured that out by now? You give out business cards to people you meet, nothing ever comes from it, and you get frustrated. Of course nothing's going to come from it. They forgot about you 10 seconds later. You need an awesome follow-up campaign with everybody that you meet. Build one. And if you're not sure and you didn't like what you heard yesterday, come meet with me. I'll help you build one. Number 9, have some fun. Okay, look, it's real estate. It's not a hospital. Nobody's going to die today. Let's stop taking ourselves so seriously. Have some fun in your business. With your marketing, it doesn't have to be so serious all the time. You can have some fun. It's okay. You can actually introduce the concept of joy into your business. You can actually like what you do and enjoy it and actually feel joy from it. You know, think about it for a second. We get the privilege of helping people with not only the biggest investment in their lives, not only the biggest, but the most personal, their home, where they're going to raise their families. It's deeply meaningful for them. This is a privilege for us. And we have the opportunity to make a very strong income in the process of doing that. Gosh, if you can't get pumped up about that, right? You get to help people with the biggest investment in their lives, the deepest and most personal, and you can earn virtually unlimited income in doing that. Who else gets to do that? Who else gets that? Almost nobody. And you know, through the whole process, you're working for yourself. This is an awesome business. Have some fun, feel some joy, relax, love what you do for a living. Number 10, I'm going to finish with this. Change your habits. If you don't like what you've been doing and where it's got you in the first half of this year, if you're not satisfied with that, then quit doing it that way. You know, I get to do a lot of public speaking now, and every time I get asked these questions, number one, I don't see how it's possible, physically possible, to sell 1,000 plus homes a year. And it's kind of a challenge to me, like, I'm not really sure I believe that you did that. I don't really care what they believe. But my answer is always the same. I know you don't. The way you do it, it's not possible. Do it my way. It works better. And that's what I would say to you. If you don't like what the first half of 2023 has produced for you, then quit doing it that way. Right? Isn't that the old definition of insanity? Doing the same things over and over again the same way and expecting different results? If what you're doing every day isn't getting you where you want to be, then quit doing it that way. I mean, you don't have to do it my way, but I've kind of proven that it works. These 10 tips will help you get up, get dressed, get your little fanny here. I don't care how far it is, and I don't care about traffic. We can talk about that. Change your habits, and you'll change your life. And if you implemented these 10 tips, I don't know, you tell me, what do you think? Would you be going out and making it happen for yourself?